to being here, all right? And many of you would say different things. My purpose is this, my purpose is that. But the main thing that you have to remember is that your purpose, as Mr. Rowland said, has to connect with you. And it has to connect with God, all right? Because he's the main thing. He's the creator, all right? So, we're going to go around the room. We're going to talk about purpose, all right? Because that's very important. Before we do that, we're going to light the candles, all right? We're going to light the emoji candle first. And when we light this, we say for unity. I light this candle for unity, emoji.
Emoji for unity.
All right. Nigel, you come and light the second candle. Kuji Chagalia. Yes. Say Kuji Chagalia. Self-determination.
Determination.
Peyton, you light the third candle, the red one. Ujima. Collective work and responsibility.
Jima.
Jaden, you come and light this candle, Ujima.
What? Everything is going. Look at that green one. It's growing.
All right. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need Grace.
Go ahead. Mr. Wilson won't let anything happen to you.
Gotta have some female power in there.
That's all right. Ujima.
Jima.
Collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, Ujima. All right.
Together.
Jakai. You light the candle for Nia. Purpose.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right. Now we're going to go around the room and talk about purpose. What is your purpose? We're going to start with our elders, so they can give you some kind of idea. Brother Hosey?
Greetings. My purpose in life is to serve God by serving God's people. As he tells me in his word, you serve the least of mine, you serve me. So since I can touch you, I can feel you, and I can affect your life, I serve God's people, and that pleases him.
I'm a retired nurse, and my purpose in life was helping people, something I've always liked to do. I'm retired now, so I don't actually work in the medical field as nursing, but I do receive a lot of calls for people that still want advice in any way that I can help someone and help take care of people. I do that. And my thing is to serve. That is my purpose, to serve others.
Jakai, what is your purpose?
Do I have a purpose?
Think about what your purpose is. Your purpose is to share love.
Okay.
You're so
Zoe,
good at that.
you want to say your purpose? Okay.
Let's keep going.
We'll ask her.
Miss Debbie, my purpose is to teach.
Okay.
I help people learn things and make better choices.
Working purpose.
Yes.
Ashe.
Ashe. All right, young lady.
Greetings. I feel as though my purpose is to create and to love, of course, to make the world a better place. And I'm honestly still trying to figure out what else I'm here for. So, but hopefully it'll come very soon. And yeah.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Being creative in his limitless.
That's
Yes.
right.
Kavumba, creativity. Great. Grace, you wanna talk about your purpose?
You share love.
Oh,
Share love.
Share love. That's good.
Beautiful.
Ashay.
Share.
Jaden, you wanna talk about your purpose?
To collect knowledge.
Collect knowledge.
Ashay.
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 Music.
Very good.
My purpose is to believe in God.
All right. Believe in God. Amen.
My purpose is to grow.
To grow. Amen. Grow in knowledge, grow in grace. That's good. That's good.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All of us have that purpose. And we all affect one another with our purpose, serving one another, helping one another, gaining knowledge, loving one another, being creative. All of that. Brother Ray.
Your knowledge, get understanding.
My purpose is to help those less fortunate, help those who fall by the wayside that society has forgotten. Our purpose is to show them a better way of life, and I do that through God's grace.
Ashay. My purpose is to educate, try to inform people of not only just what information is available, but how to use that information to become a better self. All right? Ms. Katrina, purpose.
I think my purpose is to help people grow. I've done a lot of odd and end jobs and attain knowledge, and I try to always pass it on and obviously help my children grow to be the best that they can be.
Ashay. Ms. Tracy? What you hiding for? Get over here.
Get over here.
Purpose.
my number one purpose is to serve God Almighty.
Okay.
And my other purpose is I have a passion for art, creativity, using the hands
You
of
and
the
that young
game.
lady have the same thing.
Ashay.
That's great. That's great.
It's limitless.
That's good. That's good. Mr. Hall, your purpose. We're talking about purpose. Nia, today. What is your purpose?
My purpose is within the family. I am a griot. I collect our family histories, and whenever our clan comes together, I present the documents.
All right.
Ashay. Would someone like to explain that term he just used?
Griot. The griot. The griot is the storyteller. He keeps the record of everything that has happened in the family and in the village. All right? And he can accurately retell it. He's the historian. All right? He keeps the history of the family, the community, so that when these young ones grow up, they know their history. They know what happened with their ancestors. They know about these things. And that's very important, because if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. Very important. Very important.
Yes,
All right?
You can relate to it on a modern level. When you want to research something, you want to look up something, you go to that computer terminal over there. But in African culture, we were what is called a verbal culture, oral. And if you wanted to know something, you go to the village grill and ask them what happened 5 generations ago. And he said, well, first of all, let me. He wouldn't go to that time. He'd take you back. But that person was like a computer. And he had your family, your village history was downloaded into that person.
That's right.
And they could pull it up, and they were remarkable people with the instant recall and the detail of what happened to people. That's how people have traced their history from Africa to America and back through those griots.
Thank you for that. Amen.
That's all roots. That's how Alex Haley found his family.
Yes. All right. Now, does anybody have any questions about Kwanzaa, about what we're talking about, why we're talking about it? It's a celebration. It's an African American celebration. All right? And remember these principles, because when we talk about these principles, we just don't mean them for one day. Kwanzaa starts December 26th, the day after Christmas. And it goes all the way to the first day of January, January the 1st, all right? And usually what we try to do is we try to incorporate those principles throughout the year. And if I say, Habari Ghani, what is the news? And I ask you that on Thursday, you should say, what's today?
Near.
What's today's purpose? What's today's principle? Near. Which means what? Purpose. All right. And on Friday, it'll be Kuumba. All right. Creativity. On Saturday, it'll be Imani, faith. On Sunday, it'll go back to Umoja. And it repeats and repeats, so you get it locked in your mind. All right. And you remember those principles and you remember what they mean. So that not only do you celebrate them, but you use them and apply them to your life. Because if somebody's not using collective work and responsibility, if they don't want to work with you, you say, man, you're not practicing this. You're not practicing Kujichagalia, man. You know, we got to practice it.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
When we declare these things, we're making promises to ourselves and to our fellow man.
Right.
So you can recall me on it. If you say, you know, you're sitting around and you're not going to do anything, you say, I thought you had a purpose of creativity.
Right.
You promised yourself and us that.
Right.
So that's why we ask you to say things out loud. So that makes me accountable for what I said. Mm-hmm. I said my purpose is to help others.
Right.
If I'm not helping others, you should call me on it.
Right.
You say, I'm Reverend Hosey. If I'm sitting there and these people need help and I'm doing nothing, you're supposed to say, didn't you say that your purpose in life was this? And I'm accountable to you because I said it out loud.
That's right. That's right. So you have to get those principles in your mind, lock them in. And I have some papers for you to take with you so that you can remember them. All right? Okay? Very good. So Kai already did one, so you know.